What's going on, everybody? I am Harmon with Hanco Fab. Up on the lift right now, 64 Lincoln Continental. And if you clicked on this thumbnail, that means maybe you're interested in what it takes to put a overdrive transmission behind a 430 or a 462 MEL. So I'm going to get into this video on how did I go about doing it and what all was needed to do it. It is not complete yet, so this is going to be kind of video one on how I went about doing this and what it takes to do it. So let's get into it. Bring this video camera around here. There we go. And you see it right over there. There's my shop dog, Thor. He's just chilling out right now. Oh, said his name. Shit. Now he's gonna want pets. What's up, buddy? He's a good boy. So, anyway, here. There we go. So we are under the car right now, and so right here, you can see right there. Where'd it go? There we go. So there's the new AOD transmission in the car. The first thing you need to pull this off is that unit right there, that monster adapter plate. That adapter plate is from a company called Speed Gems, and they're in Wisconsin. They made this 430 bolt pattern, or an MEL bolt pattern, to a small block Ford. And this is something you can buy directly from their website. I will put the link in the description for this video so you can see the one that I got from them. If they had not offered an adapter plate to do this, I would probably had taken my original block and put it on a CMM and measured it out so I could do the exact same thing that they did. But they had already done it, so I didn't have to do it, so worked out for me. One thing that does have to happen, you can see the starter location right here. This has to be reclocked down. Otherwise, you can see the exhaust manifold right up there. It will almost run into the exhaust manifold. Not a great situation. So if I wish I had caught that before I put this adapter plate in, I really should have. So I had to basically make a fixture to re-drill the starter holes to index it down the way it is right now, to clear the exhaust outlet on the passenger side. So, man, you live and learn, I guess. No big deal. Here we go. Switch around here. So it does utilize a typical AOD flex plate. So no huge off custom item there. You do have to utilize a large spacer on the crankshaft to adapt from the MEL to the AOD bolt pattern or small block bolt pattern flex plate. But as far as a kit goes, that adapter plate is engineered very, very well. My hat's off to Speed Gems. They did a great job. And that is really how it should be done. The only thing I have to finish out is I will be making a custom cover for the bottom of the transmission, which is not a big deal. So we'll jump over to the cross member here. So the cross member assembly on this does have to be changed from the factory one, and it's not a huge difference, but I use my giant finger brake that I have over here to make a new one. So this new one is 1/4 inch steel. It's got a slight offset in it. See right there. You do have to build a bit of a drop into it to facilitate this transmission mount. So this transmission mount is from an early 90s F-150. And that's basically how this transmission was built. It was built kind of based for the use in a truck application. So it'll take a fair amount of torque is how I had the transmission shop build this out for me. It lands right on the factory mounts from Lincoln. So that works out really well. It works really clean. It looks really clean. Next item, drive shaft. You do need a custom drive shaft. I cut this rear yoke off the factory unit so I could reuse it. I think these are pretty cool. The drive shaft shop had actually never seen one of these in person. This does have a Spicer part number, and I machined this off on the lathe, and then that way they could retube it and put it back together, utilizing all Spicer parts. Some of the other parts that have to be dealt with, this is the mock-up of how this has to be for the use, so I can utilize the factory pedal and still utilize the factory cruise control that's on this car. So this is kind of the mock-up version of how it's going to be. This is not the finished product. The finished product will probably be a little bit different, but it works. I can shift it in gear with the factory shifter. The cruise control linkage for the factory cruise control on the car fits perfectly. It works perfectly. So it cycles through its it cycles through its motion the way it needs to with no issues. But all these bell cranks, these are the factory bell cranks that were on the Lincoln. They both had to be modified quite extensively to work with this. But it does work, it works fine. And from above, on top of the car, you wouldn't even notice. But like I said, this is kind of the first take on it, and I'll most likely change some things down the road. So this will end up being a little bit different. So the transmission lines are not done. It does have a low-car dipstick. I utilize their flexible dipstick for right now. I'll probably build a custom hardline one in the future. But for right now, to get it to where I can move the car around with this tranny, I got a flexible dipstick from Summit Racing. It's a low-car unit. The transmission lines right now are looped. So I still have to build the transmission lines for the car, and that way I can get this really finished up to where I can take it out on the road, which is something I'm hoping I can have this thing on the road under its own power here in the next, probably month really, with all the other work. So stay tuned, and then you'll get to see the finished product and the tuning and whatnot on the tranny, and we'll go from there.